Hi, I'm Norma Shepherd. This Legacies of Dress recording is prepared especially for the readers of my newest book by Schiffer Publishing, Darlings of Dress, Children's Costume, 1860 to 1920. It's on the subject of dress and of girlhood, and it's taken from the Ladies' Home Journal, May 1901 edition, which, by the way, sold for 10 cents a copy. I'm reading from a column by Helen C. Candee entitled The Habit of Being a Girl. Once you've heard it, I think you'll understand why it was selected for the May edition. Things that girls often forget. Many a girl, because she is young, goes to numerous entertainments of one kind and another. And where the parents are not rich, it is more than likely that the mother has denied herself much that the daughter little dreams of to make all these pleasures possible to her. That is the way mothers have, and not at all is it the fault of the daughter. And among the things that mother has denied herself for her girl's sake are the entertainments she would like to have given to certain friends of her own age. She used to ask them to the house, but that was several years ago, before she had a grown daughter. Now a grown daughter entails some expense, and no law has been enacted by which father's salary is raised at this interesting period of his daughter's life. The consequence is that almost all of the extra money that is needed is squeezed out of the money allowed for housekeeping, or out of the mother's pin money. So it happens that when the mother eventually decides to gather her old-time friends around her, she is a bit rusty as to the latest wrinkles. She's been out little, she has entertained less, and her wardrobe has fallen into the sere and yellow leaf of autumn, instead of being as fresh as spring. Now it really is hard for a girl to anticipate with delight a party composed of middle-aged folks, which include Aunt Maria's deaf husband, and Cousin Lizzie, who always looks upon one with cold criticism, and Mrs. Blank, who tells you, "You really have improved in your music," when she hasn't heard you for 4 years. But these people are mother's friends, and she has the best of reasons for inviting them. Now, how should a daughter treat her mother at such a party? Why, I should say that the mother should be helped in every possible way. Let the girl stop and think a moment with herself in her mother's place. Mother's flustered by the mere fact of being a hostess again. Father's relatives, some of them, always criticize her, adding to her perturbation. But you, the daughter, you're going out all of the time, and know what is the newest salad, the prettiest way to arrange flowers, the most appropriate dress to wear. Now then, imagine yourself to be her mother on this occasion, and see what you would be prompted to do. Why, your eyes will suddenly be opened to your own selfishness, and you'll rush to do a dozen things. You will set the parlor and other rooms in order. You will plan and help prepare refreshments. You'll lay out a scheme of entertainment, and if prizes are given, you'll even rifle your own stock of treasures to provide some. You'll go to mother herself, and so fill her with enthusiasm and courage that she will be gay with anticipation. You'll get out her best frocks and have a trying-on bee, to see which is the most modish, and with ribbon and laces will try effects for remodeling them. In fact, you'll treat her like a girl, and you'll be rewarded by seeing her look younger, happier, and sweeter than anyone else at the party, except perhaps yourself, and you can't see yourself. What is your first thought when an invitation comes to attend some entertainment? Isn't it, "What shall I wear?" I really blush when I think of how often the thought crosses my mind, even now, after several years of trying to subdue it by such fine thoughts as, "It matters less what we wear than how we behave," or "It is better to enrich the mind than to bedeck the person." Yes, it seems to belong to a girl to think somewhat of dress, and I do not seriously deplore it, for one of the pleasant things that girls unconsciously do is to decorate the world by their bright appearance where people congregate. Now there's enough of the girl left in mother's heart to have this same desire to look well. Of course, she always does look well in our eyes in the handsome silk or velvet that she wears on dress occasions. In fact, she has worn it so long that it would astonish our accustomed eyes to see her in anything else. But how would the spirit of girlhood in you be crushed at the idea of one dress for all occasions, year after year? Mother's a girl in this, and you are the only one who will be likely to bring her indulgence. Father can't be expected to know when the fashions change. The boys observe nothing about women's dress, and neither will mother say anything about it herself, for a new frock for her means 1 or 2 less for you. Therefore you're the one who must look after her wardrobe, and to urge her to self-indulgence. I was once at a summer hotel where the expected arrival of a certain young lady was the daily subject of conversation on the verandas. She was spoken of as a great belle and as a most perfectly dressed girl. She appeared. And it's true that her gowns were remarkable for richness and variety. On all occasions she was the best-dressed person there, and always in perfect taste, although the experienced eye could detect extravagance even in her plainest gowns, for the hallmark of the best makers was upon them. One day I saw her joined by a middle-aged lady, portly, trim, and quiet, dressed like the matron of an asylum in ungarnished black. "Is that her maid?" I asked. "No, that is her mother," was the reply, given in such a tone that I knew my informant's feelings were the same as mine, savage with indignation. That young woman certainly forgot her mother's girlhood in an absorption in the follies of her own. These are but a few thoughts, written for girls by one who, like many another out of girlhood years as we figure them, has still to get out of the habit of being a girl. The gist of her thoughts is simply that a girl should try and give as much as she takes from her mother, to the end that she as daughter, and the other as mother, may be girls together and women together, and thus enrich what should be the most ideal friendship in the world. It can be done, for no woman is so old that in her heart she has outgrown the habit of being a girl. This is Norma Shepherd with Legacies of Dress.